Here's the real reason AI hasn't done much for your business. It's almost never the AI. It's that your AI and most of your tools aren't connected to each other. So today, I'm handing you a map of your whole business, and I'm going to show you exactly where it's disconnected so you can fix it. Now, I know it's not the AI sounds backwards, so stick with me. You didn't pick the wrong tool. Your prompts aren't bad. The real problem is how your business is set up. That in most small businesses, the AI sits off in a corner by itself, cut off from everything else that runs the place. And honestly, so does everything else. The store doesn't talk to the accounting, the email doesn't talk to the spreadsheets, your files live in one place and your real numbers live somewhere else. And the thing connecting all of it is you, by hand, copying and pasting between tabs. So when you drop AI on top of that, two things happen. It doesn't know anything about your business, so it hands you generic answers anyone could get. And it can't reach your other tools, so it can't actually do anything for you. When it's not connected to anything, AI is just a party trick. But now here's some good news. You don't need to buy anything new to fix this. You already own the pieces. You've been collecting them for years. A tool here, a subscription there. You just never connected them on purpose. So here's the plan. I'm going to walk you through the 4 parts of your business you already have, plus the one thing that runs underneath all of them. And as we go, you're going to start spotting your own gaps, the places where 2 parts should be talking and aren't. Those gaps are where your time leaks out. They're why simple questions take half a day to answer. And they're why whatever you're trying to build next just stops. So let's build your map. We'll start with the part of your business you already live in every day, your productivity tools. These are the tools where you get actual work done. Your Google Workspace, your Microsoft 365, your accounting software, and if you sell online, your store, your Shopify, your WooCommerce, your website. This is the obvious stuff. You know these tools. You're in them all day. But here's what's easy to miss. These aren't just where you do the work. They're also where your most valuable information lives. Every order, every customer, every payment. Your store knows exactly who bought what and when. Your accounting tools know exactly where your money went. That's the raw material for every smart decision you could make in your business. Now hold on to that because it's about to change how you think about the next part of the map. Now, part 2 is where you keep things, your data storage. This is your Google Drive, your OneDrive, your Dropbox, your SharePoint, even the hard drive on your computer, the place you put files so you can find them later. And most business owners think that this is the place their business data lives. Then this is where that point from a minute ago comes back around because your files are only half of it. All that information sitting inside your store and your accounting tool, your orders, your customers, your money, that data doesn't live in a folder. It lives inside the app. So your business data actually exists in 2 forms. There's the stuff you save as files, and then there's the stuff locked inside the tools you run every day. Want to test this on your own business? If you need your real current customer list right now, or last month's actual sales numbers, where would you go to get it? For a lot of people, the honest answer is a few different places. Your store, a spreadsheet, maybe an email thread. Maybe your accountant has a copy. That scatters the first gap most people find when they start mapping this out. Now, part 3 is the one most people have never thought about, and it's the one that ties this whole thing together once it clicks. Application integration. Those are fancy words for a simple idea. It's how your tools talk to each other. Because right now, who's moving the information between your tools? You probably are. You export the spreadsheet, you copy the numbers, you paste them into the other app. You are the integration, and you're expensive. Integration tools do that job instead of you. Make.com, Zapier, Relay, these are platforms that connect your apps and move information between them automatically while you go do something else. You'll also hear the term MCP these days for Model Context Protocol. Think of it as a standard plug that lets your AI connect straight into your other tools. The names don't really matter that much right now, but the idea does. This is the layer that finally gets your tools talking to each other. Now, the moment you connect 2 tools, you're opening a doorway between them. So this is also where security shows up. Sometimes connecting tools means generating something called an API key. Basically, it's a password that lets one app into another. And here's the part that should take some pressure off of you. You don't build any of that security yourself. The tools will generally walk you through it step by step to help you create an API key and put it where it needs to be. Your only job is to treat those keys like what they are, passwords. Don't paste them anywhere they don't belong. And that's the whole security lesson for today. All right, here's a quick pause before part 4, the AI itself, the part you probably came here for. If the first 3 parts already made your setup make more sense than it did 10 minutes ago, do me a favor and hit subscribe. This is exactly what this channel does. Provide practical AI for real small businesses. No hype. All right, now let's go talk about the AI. All right, part 4 now. This is the AI tools themselves. This is the part most people think of as the whole game. And by now, you can probably guess why it isn't. There are 2 kinds of AI, and it helps to keep them straight. First, there's the AI that you go to. You open it up and start a conversation. We're talking about ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, the typical chatbots you've been used to. Second, there's the AI that comes to you. It's built right into the tools that you already use. The AI in your email, in your spreadsheets, inside your store's dashboard. You didn't go anywhere. It's just there in the apps you already pay for. Both are useful, but your AI is only as good as what you connect it to. On its own, it's smart, but blind. It has no idea what's actually happening in your business. None of it. Connect it to the parts we just talked through, and it stops guessing. Now it answers using your real business and your real data. And in a lot of cases, it can do the work across your tools instead of just talking about it. So one more thing before we zoom out, because this is what matters most. When you start feeding your AI your business information, you're the one who decides what it gets to see. And this relates to my traffic light rule. And if you've been around the channel for a minute, you've probably heard this before. Green light data is fine to share with your AI, but red light data doesn't go anywhere near the AI, period. No exceptions. And that call is always yours to make. I'll put a link to that video in the description. So now I want you to step back and look at the whole thing. 4 parts. Productivity, where the work happens and your real data lives. Storage, where your files sit. Integration, the wiring that lets everything talk. And AI on top, only as powerful as what you've connected underneath it. And running underneath all of it is the security that keeps it yours. Now that's your business ecosystem. And yeah, I know that sounds like something someone on LinkedIn made up, but it's not. It's just a map of how your business actually runs. And here's what I hope just happened for you. You didn't see a list of expensive things you're missing. You saw things you already have. The store, the spreadsheet, the drive, the AI you're already paying $20 a month for. The important part to remember about all of that is that you were never behind. Nobody ever handed you the map. So now that you've got it, you can look at your own business and spot the gaps. The report you rebuild by hand every month because 2 tools won't share. The AI that gives you generic answers because it's never seen your numbers. Those aren't personal failures, they're disconnected wires. And a disconnected wire is a fixable thing. That's the whole mental shift here. You stop feeling behind and you start seeing a to-do list. Okay, so here's your homework. Before you buy a single new tool, before you automate anything, before you ask AI to do one more thing for you, get your map. Sit down and sketch out your 4 parts. What are your productivity tools? Where does your data actually live? In files and in records? What's connecting them, if anything? And where does your AI sit? You can do this on a napkin in 10 minutes. And those 10 minutes will tell you more about your business than any tool you could buy this week. Once you can see your ecosystem clearly, you're ready for the real question. Not what tools should I get, but what am I actually trying to build and what needs to connect to get me there? That's strategy. And that's exactly where we're going to go with the next video. If this gave you a clear picture of your business than you walked in with, hit subscribe so you don't miss it. I'll see you there.